Accessing communication. The sensory garden.
The sensory garden is a place where children with special needs, and particularly children with special communication needs, can go and experience a park, a garden like any other child, and then talk about what they're doing, what they're seeing, what they love, what they don't love.
So I've got an almost 6-year-old daughter with cerebral palsy, and I always found that whenever we went to playgrounds with her, all of the equipment there, even playgrounds that said they were inclusive, it just wasn't really. So I ended up having, we'd have to pick her up and put her onto stuff, and so a relaxing day at the park with us was actually running around, picking her up, carrying her onto things, up to the top of the slide and down again. I've had 2 back surgeries recently from constantly lifting her, and it got to the point where I couldn't do it. Communication, when you're talking about kids with special needs, then communication is done in so many different ways. You've got sign language, you've got these great visual prompts as well. But what we've got here is we want all the kids to explore their senses. So each area of the garden is for a different sense. So even through exploring their senses as a form of communication, we got cranberries in here. We got 5 cranberry bushes, but one of those is the world's sourest cranberry. And we don't tell kids where that is. So it's going to eat all the cranberries, so it's going to be yum yum, but eventually these kids are going to get these things which are awful. But there's a form of communication as well. Yuck, spitting it out or pulling a face. If they can talk, they go, oh, that's awful, it's sour. But even a kid who can't, who's in a wheelchair, that can't vocalise it, as soon as that goes in their mouth, they're going to communicate, that's sour and I don't like it. So it's all different forms of communication, pointing, smelling, sniffing, it's all a different type of communication. So a good example of one of the senses we got here is hearing and touch here as well with our musical area. Our TalkLink signs here, so this is what I'm talking about. It's another form of communication for the kids who can't talk. They can point, and all of these signs are relevant to the area. So this here, awesome for kids. I was just saying off camera, kids like my daughter who can't walk, you can plonk her in front of these musical things and they can actually reach them. If they're on the ground, if they're in a wheelchair, everything is accessible. All of these just make different noises, and it just means it's another experience for kids, and it's tactile.